The most popular Canada Goose down jackets that have ever existed will be explained in this video. That includes the Macmillan, the Wyndham, and the Crofton. I'm going to be rating each jacket based on its functionality, its fit, its warmth, and overall value. At the end of the video, I'm going to tally up all the scores and give you guys what I think is the best down jacket on the market today. So keep watching. Before I get started, I want to give a quick shout out to Ubuntu. This brand was started by Ruben, who is a very good friend of mine. I love the minimal design of these bracelets, especially the 14 karat gold plated ring bracelet with this beautiful black and gold color combo that matches with everything. The craftsmanship and attention to detail is so impressive. The black onyx bead bracelet is another fantastic piece to add to your collection. I also have the vibrant earthy orange pack to give off a subtle pop of color. I wear these everywhere I go. They're small and minimal, but each carries a powerful meaning behind it. They are much more than just a bracelet. When I wear my Ubuntu bracelets, it brings me back to all the good memories I've had from my travels. It also helps me stay focused and remind me every day to take action and live with intention. Click the link in the description to get 10% off your first order, and since Ruben and I are good friends, he's given an extra 5% off if you use my personal discount code Nelson for a total of 15% off. So check out the website and I promise you won't be disappointed. Starting off with the Canada Goose Crofton, this jacket retails for $1,095, making this the cheapest Canada Goose jacket featured in this video. Let's see if it's any good.
The shell is made from 100% ripstop nylon and the lining is made from 100% polyamide. This jacket is filled with 90% duck down and 10% feather. It has a fill power of 750 and a scale of 1 to 5 in the thermal experience index. This jacket is a 4, which means it can handle temperatures as low as -25 Celsius or -13 degrees Fahrenheit. The Crofton weighs in at only 922 grams, making this the lightest jacket featured in this video.
Now let's talk about the features. The Canada Goose Crofton is both windproof and waterproof. How waterproof, you may ask? Let's go find out. I'm outside my house, it's like 20 degrees, it's freezing, and I'm about to spray myself with the hose. Let's do this.
For my body. For my body.
I'm aiming for your body.
Alright,
I don't know where it'll go.
One, two, three.
Now take a look at these results. My t-shirt is completely dry. The water didn't even leak through the zipper. Canada Goose Crofton jacket passes the hose test. The Canada Goose jacket has a total of 3 zip pockets. 2 zip pockets at the belly that are both lined with a fleece to keep your hands nice and toasty. On the inside there are 2 big fishnet pouches and 1 huge vertical zip pocket. Flipping this pocket inside out, there's a Canada Goose branded webbing strap.
Why is that there, you may ask?
Because the jacket has a very cool feature where you can stuff the entire jacket into this pocket and it becomes a stylish strap-on bag. Canada Goose has YKK Vislon zippers that are great for harsh winter conditions, as you saw earlier when I got sprayed with the hose and still remained dry. It has 2-way zip plus a very long pull tab so you can easily zip even with thick gloves on. At the top of the sleeves, you see the signature Canada Goose Expedition patch. For the Canada Goose jacket, it also has the knit cuffs surrounded by the lovely down insulation so your arm gets complete coverage.
Canada Goose doesn't play around when it comes to extreme weather. That's why they make their hood so freaking massive. The hood will cover well past your face, and if that's not enough, they even add a 3-inch brim to shield your face even more. So torrential rain, blizzard, whatever you name it, this hood has got you covered. Literally.
Time to give this jacket a rating. For the functionality, I'll give it a 9.
So how does the Crofton jacket fit? Starting off with some measurements, shoulder to shoulder measures to 18 inches, chest measures to 24 inches, sleeve lengths are 26.5 inches, and the length is 27 inches.
First impression, you probably think Canada Goose fits large because I look like a muffin wearing this, but looks can be deceiving. It looks a lot larger than it actually is because it is overstuffed with down insulation. The 18-inch shoulder opening is the most narrow out of all jackets featured in this video. In contrast, surprisingly, the 24-inch chest opening is the largest out of all jackets featured in this video. The 27-inch body length is long enough to cover my entire butt. Canada Goose without a doubt values functionality over looks. Like, come on, just look at me. I look like a giant fat blob. But there is a trade-off to looking like a fat blob. The overly puffy down insulation is so comfortable. It feels like pillows are hugging all around my body. I'm probably at the stage in my adulthood where it's time to value comfort over looks. Time to give this jacket a rating. For the fit, I'll give it a 7.
Now let's talk about the warmth. About 22 degrees with wind chill.
I've been wearing the Canada Goose Crofton down jacket for about 4 hours now, and I can conclude that this jacket is incredibly warm. I mean, look at this jacket. It's completely overstuffed with down insulation. Luckily, I didn't get mugged because I'm just wearing a t-shirt underneath and I would freaking freeze to death. With the hood on, that just brings this to another level of warmth. This jacket is rated to handle temperatures as low as -20 Celsius, so at -5 Celsius or -22 degrees Fahrenheit, I am feeling incredibly warm. I can literally be outside all day wearing this jacket and not get frostbite and die.
Time to give this jacket a rating. For the warmth, I'll give it a 9. For the overall value, I'll give it a 7. That brings the total score for the Canada Goose Crofton, 32 out of 40. We're off to a strong start. Let's see if the next one can top this.
Next up, we have the Canada Goose Macmillan. The Macmillan is hands down the best selling Canada Goose jacket of all time. Let's see if it lives up to the hype.
Start off with material. The shell is made from 84% polyester and 16% cotton. The lining is made from 100% polyamide.
This jacket is filled with 80% duck down and 20% feather. It has a fill power of 625. On a scale of 1 to 5 on its thermal experience index, this jacket is rated as a 3, which means it can handle temperatures as low as -10 Celsius or -20 Fahrenheit.
The Macmillan weighs in at 1,239 grams, making this the second heaviest jacket featured in this video.
Now let's talk about the features of this jacket. The Canada Goose Macmillan jacket is not windproof, but it is water repellent.
It has a total of 3 zip pockets, 2 zip pockets at the belly that are both lined with fleece to keep your hands nice and toasty. On the inside there are 2 big fishnet pouches and 1 vertical zip pocket, so there is plenty of storage space in this jacket. Canada Goose has high quality YKK Vislon zippers that are great for harsh winter conditions. It has 2-way zip plus a very long pull tab so you can easily zip even with thick gloves on. There's a storm flap both over and underneath the 2-way zip. At the top of the left sleeve, you see the signature Canada Goose Expedition patch. It has knit cuffs made from Cordura fabric for abrasion resistance. Moving up, there's a chin guard made from tricot fabric for extra softness and comfort.
Canada Goose doesn't play around when it comes to extreme weather. That's why they make their hoods so massive. The snorkel hood will cover well past your face. So torrential rain, blizzard, you name it, this hood has got you covered. Literally.
Time to give this jacket a rating. For the functionality, I'll give it a 9.
So how does a Macmillan jacket fit?
Starting off with some measurements, shoulder to shoulder measures to 17 inches, chest measures 22 inches, sleeve lengths are 27 inches, and the length is 28.5 inches. Here's how the jacket looks on me. This is a size medium and it fits slim. I'll recommend going up a size if you want to layer something underneath. First impression, this jacket is very comfortable. The polyester and cotton blend feels softer compared to 100% nylon shells. The polyamide lining on the interior feels very smooth against my skin. With a 17-inch shoulder width and 22-inch chest opening, this is the slimmest fitting jacket featured in this video. Even though it's slim, it doesn't feel overly tight against my 38-inch chest. Lengthwise at 28.5 inches, this jacket has a drop tail design so it provides full butt coverage to keep my buns toasty. The sleeves are very long. At 27-inch sleeve length, it goes well past my wrist, but when you pair them up with gloves, this is the perfect length for maximum warmth. Here's how the jacket looks zipped up all the way. The snorkel hood gives off a rugged military look that's usually associated with expedition jackets. I think it's a bit of an overkill since the Macmillan is meant to be worn in an urban environment, but this hood will give you more than enough facial protection from wind, snow, and rain. Time to give this jacket a rating. For the fit, I'll give it an 8.
Now let's talk about the warmth of the Canada Goose Macmillan. This jacket is made from 80% duck down and 20% feather. It has a fill power of 625. Considering the name of the brand is Canada Goose, but they use duck down instead of goose down makes no sense. Goose down is lighter, higher quality, and keeps you way warmer. But nonetheless, the Macmillan jacket is keeping you warm and below freezing temperatures, even with just a t-shirt underneath. It's not an extremely warm jacket like the Crofton Puffer or the Expedition, but I think this jacket is perfect if you're a commuter, especially if you're outside waiting for the bus every day. But definitely not the jacket to take with you if you're planning to backpack in the mountains. I feel like the snorkel hood on this jacket is a bit of an overkill because it's designed for more of an urban environment, so 99% of the time you don't even need that much coverage. This jacket is rated to handle temperatures as low as -10 Celsius. I feel very comfortable and warm. Overall, it's a great winter jacket, especially if you live in Canada or northeastern US.
Time to give this jacket a rating. For the warmth, I'll give it an 8. For the overall value, I'll give it a 7. That brings the total score for the Canada Goose Macmillan, 32 out of 40.
Last but not least, we have the Canada Goose Wyndham. This jacket retails for $1,250. That's an insanely high price tag. Let's see if this jacket is worth it.
Let's start off with the material. The shell is made from 83% polyester and 17% cotton. Canada Goose calls it their Arctic Tech shell, which is their warmest material. On a scale of 1 to 5 in the thermal experience index, this jacket is a 3. which means it can handle temperatures -20 Celsius and below. The Wyndham jacket weighs in at 2,023 grams, making this the heaviest jacket featured in this video. The lining is 100% nylon, the padding is 100% polyester. The insulation is white duck, 80% down and 20% feather. Moving on to the features, this jacket has a total of 7 pockets, 4 pockets in the exterior and 3 pockets interior. Even though you have 2 pockets on each side, there is only 1 zipper for both pockets, which is a little annoying because you can't access the top pocket without having to unzip the bottom one as well. All 4 pockets have fleece lining to keep your hands warm. Let's take a look at the inside. This is 100% nylon lining. There are 2 backpack style straps, and this is for when you take off your jacket, you don't have to fold it and carry this thick and heavy jacket around. You can just strap it around your shoulders. On the left side, there's a vertical pocket that you can store your phone. On both the right and left side, there's a huge elastic mesh pouch that you can carry a lot of items. This jacket has a 2-way YKK zipper with a very long pull tab, so you can easily zip even with thick gloves on. One thing to know is that the zipper is on the left side, so for us right-handed people, it might take some time to get used to. It also has a very wide storm flap that you can button over the zipper. For the sleeves, the opening is 5 3/4 inches wide, and this jacket does have rib knit cuffs that makes you forget about the wide sleeve openings. It's comfortable and it locks in heat so wind doesn't slip through your arms. At the top of the sleeve, you see the Canada Goose Expedition patch. Moving up, you have a smooth fleece lined chin guard for added warmth and comfort. Hood is huge. It has a brim to shield you from snow and rain. There's pull strings on the side so you can adjust the tightness of the collar and hood. This hood is removable. You have to unbutton these 2 hidden snap buttons on both sides and then unzip. On the back of the hood, there's a buckle strap that you can use to adjust the fit. Now time to give this jacket a rating. For its functionality, I'll give it a 9. This jacket has a lot of cool features that makes Canada Goose so popular. Moving on to the fit, shoulder to shoulder measures to 17 inches, chest length measures to 22.5 inches, sleeve lengths are 25 inches, and the length is 27 inches. Here's how the jacket looks on me. This is a size medium and it fits small. I would recommend going up a size if you want to layer something underneath. First impression, this jacket is very comfortable. The polyester and cotton blend shell feels more softer compared to your 100% nylon shells. The nylon lining on the interior feels very smooth against my skin and it feels great. The 17-inch shoulder width is very narrow considering this is a size medium. The 22.5-inch chest opening is very comfortable. Lengthwise at 27 inches, this jacket does stop about 3/4 past my butt and crotch. This jacket is labeled as a Parka style on the website, but it is definitely a lot shorter than your average Parka jacket. With its 25-inch sleeve length, this jacket is perfect for my 5'10" wingspan. It stops right at my wrist and the rib cuffs does feel very comfortable. Here's how the jacket looks zipped up all the way. Notice how the collar stops right below my chin. A lot of winter jackets are a lot taller, some even covering half my face, but the Canada Goose jacket does allow you to get the full face exposure. The lining on the hood feels very comfortable against my head. Taking a side view look, you'll see that the hood trim does extend well past your face to give you more than enough facial protection from wind, snow, and rain. Time to give this jacket a rating. For the fit, I'll give it a 9.
Now let's talk about the warmth of the Canada Goose Wyndham. This jacket is made with 80% duck down and 20% feathers. It has a fill power of 625. Considering that the name of the brand is Canada Goose, but they use duck down instead of goose down, makes no sense because goose down is more expensive, it's warmer, it's lighter, and it's higher quality. But nonetheless, the Wyndham jacket is keeping me warm right now with just a t-shirt underneath. I'm a big fan of the fleece lining in the pockets, soft storm cuffs, and flap. It's not an extremely warm jacket like the Crofton puffer, but I think the warmth of this jacket is perfect for an urban environment. It's definitely not the jacket to take with you if you're planning to backpack in the mountains. The hood of the jacket has a very long brim but is not as aggressive as the Macmillan. The Wyndham offers the perfect brim length that will shield you from all the rain, snow, and wind without the extreme snorkel hood from the Macmillan. Overall, it's a great winter jacket, especially if you live in Canada or the northeastern US.
Time to give this jacket a rating. For the warmth, I'll give it an 8. For the overall value, I'll give it a 7. That brings the total score for the Canada Goose Wyndham 33 out of 40.
Now the moment that you've all been waiting for, the winner of the best Canada Goose down jacket goes to Wyndham with a final score of 33 out of 40. The Wyndham is the best all-around Canada Goose jacket that not only keeps you warm but also doesn't sacrifice on looks. The Crofton is the warmest jacket out of all 3, but it makes you look like a fat blob. It doesn't offer the same sleek aesthetic like the Wyndham or the Macmillan.
Here are the final rankings of all 3 Canada Goose jackets. Let me know in the comments if you agree with these ratings or not.
If you're looking for more useful down jacket videos like this one, then click right here or right here to see if these down jackets are better for you, and I'll see you there.